Yeah, you better, you little bitch. And then I'm gonna get you to clean the floor with your tongue, and you'll be lucky if I walk over you and fucking step on you while you do it. I'm gonna spit on the floor so you have something to mop it with. Disgusting little pig.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
So my husband decided to drain our joint bank account and leave me after so much controversy on my videos. So on my main page, I made a video about how I didn't want to cook breakfast for my husband because I didn't want to go out of my way from making scrambled eggs to making a fried egg for him. And I said that he could do it himself. I don't cook for my husband. I never have, and I'm not going to be starting today. I'm sorry. I guess he got, wind of the videos, and yeah, he drained our bank account, and he has told me that I have to leave. At first, I thought he was the one that's going to be gone and that I was going to be able to stay here, but he returned and he said that I need to pack up my things and go. I told him absolutely not, because I have children, and me and my children are not going to be in the street. So I told him that he has to evict me. And the one that gave him this idea of leaving me was his birth giver. Yes. His mother was the one that gave him the grand idea to leave me after 15 years. It's honestly ridiculous and disgusting that this is even happening right now.
And good for this man. Good for this brother, man. He realized that his wife was not what he actually signed up for. And a lot of men end up realizing this after time, right? Their wife starts off cooking and starts off cleaning and starts off being a dutiful wife during the girlfriend stage and maybe even during the honeymoon stage after you're married. But then after that, it turns into a situation where you must serve her in order for her to be happy. And that's just not how it goes, okay? Especially for a masculine man who is bringing home the bacon and bringing home the cheese, okay? Being a breadwinner. This is not how masculine men operate, all right? It just isn't, all right? Men want a woman who can cook, who can clean, who can tend to the homely duties. And as you can see, the brother was ready to drain the bank account, leave her behind. And now she's saying she ain't going nowhere. She gonna have to get evicted. And, she went viral for posting a video about how she don't want to cook for her man and she don't want to cook for, her husband because it inconveniences her because she doesn't want to cook a fried egg after she cooks scrambled eggs. Well, you could easily just fry the egg first for your husband, serve him first, and then make the scrambled eggs. It literally takes less than a minute to make eggs in general. So the fact that she can't extend a minute to serve her husband and give him what he wants as far as breakfast goes is absolutely ridiculous. And this is how most modern women are operating now. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to serve their man. They want the man to serve them when the man is already doing his part and his masculine duties in the relationship. This is why you should definitely take caution in getting married legally, especially, and moving in with a woman. I mean, honestly, the worst thing you could do is move in with a woman who is not doing her wifely duties. And if she ain't cooking for him, she definitely ain't letting him hit. So at this point, what are you even married for? All right, you're just trying to prolong it for the kids. And shout out to his mama for saying, hey, this is not a woman, this is a leech. This is not a woman, this is a leech, okay? A woman who is leeching off of you and taking from you, a succubus if you will. So I'm glad that this man is seeing the light and working on getting out of this situation, and hopefully more men wake up in the future.
I want a man who has great hygiene. Like, that's so important to me. I want a man who wears his pants pulled up on him, not all the way up, like that's too much. But I have things that I like to, but I also want my man to have a little swag. I want people to stop and take a look, So I was having a conversation with who I'm seeing, and I'm so thankful and grateful for him. Because he's a secure person and he lets me be myself. And that is very important, you guys. It's very important, because when I have to start trying to overthink who I am, to who I got to show up as for somebody to be happy with me, I'm going to be unhappy, and that's not going to work for me. So for those of you who don't think I have somebody, honey, Shantae's got a man. Hey, he be yes, and I am happy, and so is he.
Okay, so I guess this woman from Players Club ended up getting a man, and now she's celebrating on social media. And some of the things that she said really stuck out to me. She spoke about wanting a man with swag, but she didn't want him to wear his pants down low behind below his waist, but she also didn't want him to wear it too high. But we all know that the men that she went after in her youth, when she actually had sexual marketplace value, not value as a human being, but value in the sexual marketplace, she was going after Thug Max Alpha Simps. I mean, she was in Players Club. She was around that vibe. She was a club girl. You could see she still has that mindset at 50-something years old, sitting up here twerking just because she got a man. If you got a man, why are you showing your booty to the internet? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous and honestly disgusting. My eyes need need some type of bleach to clean them, because nobody wants to see grandma dropping it low. But nevertheless, she's probably dating some old head who like, oh yeah, baby, you was fine back in 30 years ago, like that type of dude. So, I understand. I'm glad that she's happy, but, I don't think that even her behavior is conducive to a long-term relationship. She got all these standards for men, all these requirements for men, talking about, oh, I want my man to be this, I want him to be that, I want him to dress like this, I want him to dress like that. But then you over here, not only with the auntie cook outfit on, but then you're trying to twerk something like you're a young woman with ass and like you are who you used to be. And it's just absolutely ridiculous and quite embarrassing, especially for an elderly woman like this. So, this just goes to show that these women never mature. They never learn. Even now she's still getting sexual attention. So, yeah, she has not matured since the first time she had received sexual attention, which was probably in her late teens. So, very cautionary tale. Hopefully the brother is happy too. She's saying he's happy, she's happy. But at the end of the day, when you got a woman who is acting like this on social media, why couldn't she just sit down and tell us the benefits of having a man and what she does for him and what he does for her, instead of sitting up here twerking and doing all this extra stuff, looking like a damn fool?
Does your son watch streams?
No, I don't let him.
No way!
He really likes YouTube and stuff like that, streaming and like all that stuff, and I had to ban him because he says too many
curse words?
No, he doesn't do that. They're all like shippity bitty bitty and like all that. Yeah.
Brain rot shit.
Like,
all right, would you
we're
let
not
your
gonna
son
let
watch
your
my
brain
stream?
melt. Well, we'll have to see. I haven't watched a whole one. That would be irresponsible of me to say yes or no.
10-year-old, nope.
You wouldn't let?
Nope.
Man, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah, but he was doing too many skibbity doo-wops or whatever it was, and I was like, we're gonna delete
That's a very accurate
YouTube.
statement.
It's deleting, so we deleted it.
Damn. My mom didn't let me watch YouTube growing up.
Now he was like, can I have a YouTube channel where I rap?
Oh my God.
And I was like,
wait,
you can have one. No, this is what, I don't know how he knows this stuff. I was like, you can have one, but it'll be private and only people in our family can see it. And he was like, no. This was yesterday. And I was like, why no? And he was like, you can't monetize that. I was like, why are you 5?
Wow. So as you guys can see, Iggy Azalea is dealing with her demon spawn that she had with Playboi Carti. And I mean, we know Playboi Carti is a satanic rap artist, okay, mumble rap artist, and she had a child with him. So therefore, she has a demon spawn and a satanic womb. But nevertheless, she is here showing her parenting skills, saying that her kid cannot watch YouTube. He can't watch streams because he was saying Skibbity Ohio Rizzler and all these other Gen Alpha terms. And it was annoying. So she deleted the app. But, you know, I find it ironic because all of these modern women, you know, are trying to restrict their kids from watching content online. And mainly, it's not because they're trying to protect the kid. It's because they're trying to protect themselves. Iggy Azalea is all over the internet showing pussy, showing ass on OnlyFans. Okay, she is completely slurred herself out when she actually had talent as a musician, but she realized that being a porn star is more lucrative, and that is the path that she has taken. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, Iggy Azalea is definitely packing something. You know, she looks pretty attractive. What I will say, though, the mole on her chin, woo, that would throw me off heavy. We would have to get that surgically removed because that shit looks nasty and it looks like it's growing. Okay, it don't look like it's just sitting there and it's a birthmark that just gonna stay. If it was flat and you know, if it was flat, then it would make sense. But because it's not flat, then it doesn't make sense, and it definitely looks a little gross and kind of grosses me out. But especially since it's so close to her mouth. But anyways, she is trying to restrict her child from watching YouTube and all that kind of stuff because it would expose her for being a whore. And how do I know she's a whore? How do I know she's slutted out? How do I know that she is, you know, an OnlyFans thought? Well, I mean, the link is in her bio. And then also, we can reference her behavior on stream. And this is one of the reasons why Neon doesn't, why she doesn't want her child to watch YouTube or streams or anything like that, is because it would expose her whoredom and the way that she speaks to men and treats men, because I guess she's going the dominatrix, consensual non-consent wave when it comes to the niche that she is trying to corner on OnlyFans. So let's watch this video and then we'll go ahead and get up out of here.
Yeah, you better, you little bitch. And then I'm gonna get you to clean the floor with your tongue, and you'll be lucky if I walk over you and fucking step on you while you do it. I'm gonna spit on the floor so you have something to mop it with. Disgusting little pigs. Yeah, you better, you little bitch. And then I'm gonna get you.
Well, I mean, there you hear it. There is that's the exact reason why she doesn't let her kid watch streams. Not to protect him, not so that he isn't repeating Skibbity Ohio Riz and all this kind of stuff. It's so that he doesn't see that his mom is an ultimate OnlyFans slore, okay? Because she's over here talking that dominatrix talk. She looks very uncomfortable. She doesn't look like she's a natural. She can't even think of the next thing that she's going to say to these pitiful men that subscribe to her OnlyFans. And I mean, it's just absolutely hilarious that she's trying to shape it as if she's a good mom and she's trying to protect them from all this kind of stuff. But no, she's trying to protect herself because she doesn't want her son to find out that she's a whore, because 10 minutes on an uncensored internet and YouTube browser and Googling her name will result in him seeing some things that will scar him for life. And this is why I continue to say that modern women do not care about the mental health of their children, especially single mothers not caring about the mental health of their young boys, because I mean, quite frankly, they hate men. And even if that rubs off and negatively benefits their own children, then they will continue to ride that wave as long as they can monetize it. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so no you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all already be on your more freaking dealing with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.